While young conservatives spent the weekend listening to speeches here in chilly Washington at the CPAC convention, well-heeled members of the Conservative Club for Growth is hosting potential 2016 Republican presidential candidates in Florida this weekend. Those courting support include Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker and Louisiana Governor Bobby Jindal, among others. Senior national correspondent John Roberts has more from the Breakers at Palm Beach. John?
Leland, good afternoon to you. Right inside the room where Indiana Governor Mike Pence is about to address the Club for Growth. The big attraction this morning was Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker. Scott Walker touted his record in Wisconsin to these deep-pocketed members of this elite club, citing the battles that he has faced there and how he would take that ideology and how he would take that sort of fortitude forward if he were to run for president. Walker's under fire this week for saying at CPAC that he's equipped to take on ISIS if he becomes president because he took on union protesters in Wisconsin. Well, former Texas Governor Rick Perry whacked him hard for that in an exclusive interview here. Walker told me he wasn't equating unions with ISIS. He was talking about the importance of leadership.
Some people mistook that, and I don't think the people in the hall did, but others did, as I was comparing the unions to ISIS. No way, no how. I have been tested under fire. I've had incredible circumstances to deal with, and I persevered with each of those, keeping the promises I made to the hardworking people of my state. If given the chance, if I chose to run, I would make that same case to the American people.
Walker told the crowd here that the most important foreign policy decision that President Ronald Reagan made was firing the air traffic controllers because that showed the world that when he said something, he meant business. Walker's also been taking heat from the media this past week for ducking questions about evolution and whether President Obama is a Christian. I asked Governor Walker about that. Some people say Scott Walker's not ready for prime time. Others say you're not going to get into a game of rope-a-dope.
I don't play that game. I don't take the bait. I talk about things that matter to everyday citizens, first in my state. And if I chose to run for president, it would be in this country. And so I'm not going to get off on other issues out there. Now, some in the media don't like that, but I think most of the people I've heard from say it's about time somebody said enough is enough.
Quinnipiac poll out this week a couple of days ago showed that in the state of Iowa, the first caucus state, the first primary state, Scott Walker has a commanding lead. He told me that he believes that his next-door neighbor has been watching what's been going on in Wisconsin, likes a guy who's willing to fight and win. Leland?
Well, we'll see who comes out in the next year or so. John Roberts, we appreciate it down in Palm Beach. Tough duty there.